everybody.
What's up, everyone?
I'm here. I'm Ivan D. Ray.
And I am Jess Right.
Just right. Music extraordinaire.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. Writer.
Thank you.
Producer.
Thank you.
Instrument. Dude, you play instruments. How many instruments do you play?
I play piano and drums, really, but I mess around with the bass a little bit. But I'm gonna get that instrument down packed. But drums and piano primarily.
Okay.
Those are my things. You know?
Okay. So I mean, you're a PK.
Yeah, my grandfather was a
PKs, man. Y'all
but you know what though, because you're kind of like gangstered into it, like you know what I mean. It's like it was like my father was put a gun to my head to make me do it, but I was always wanted to do it, man. I just thought it was.
He didn't
really
literally
cool.
put a gun to
No. No, but it's like I don't know, man. My father was Joe Jackson before Joe Jackson.
Dang. Oh, well, you still here to live.
But not like that, not like a physical abuse. It was just so like, man, so driving, being good and working and practicing, and that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, man, it is. It is. I enjoy it though. And I think that's what's missing is that work ethic with young people and just people. Period is the work ethic.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it works.
Right.
It worked out for me. Hey, worked out for me. So.
Right. Yeah, I've tried.
What instrument?
Well, you seen mine.
Cello. What? What you learn?
Spoons.
Man, I've been cold on them spoons.
On the ham bone.
Right.
What? Keyboard.
Anybody musically inclined in your family?
Yeah, I have some cousins.
So it's
my cousin.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, my aunt. She played. They all played. When they were in the South. They had too much to do, so they all had to get, the guitar.
The guitar,
they would play, man. I have a lead. I played around with it, and
I mean, why you didn't keep going?
Life.
Yeah, that happens.
Life. You got a keyboard. You learned a few chords. I thought I was John Legend.
Can tell you nothing.
Right, and the guitar, that's an art. You got to understand that fretboard.
Yeah.
And the keys.
Yeah, but I think if it's
in C, I'm in C. You be like,
right, because it's interesting because it's like keyboard players look at drummers and people look at drums as like it's so difficult because it's a lot of coordination. So left hand. Is it the same? Like. What you mean?
Can you play in key in drums? I don't know. I'm not a drummer.
No. I mean, you can tune your drums a certain way.
It's just the beat.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's the coordination. So my left foot, my hi-hat, I could be doing something with that. My left hand, I could be snare. Okay. My right hand, I could be cymbal ride. Okay. And then my actual right leg is cook. So all four limbs is simultaneously doing something. So I can see how that can be confusing for people. Mm-hmm. But like what you said with guitar, to me, I think guitar is interesting too because it's the fingering and knowing the fret, and like you said.
Like playing right. I know a guy, bass player, Larry. What's up, Larry? Larry Williams, one of the coldest. When I was a kid, I watched him. We kind of grew up. He has siblings and a couple of his whole family. Dennis plays the keyboard. He cold. But Larry, he plays the bass. But he's a reverse.
Okay, you're lefty.
Bass. He's upside down. I'm like, because I know, your E, his high E is on the top. Mm-hmm. Where his high E is supposed to be on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Which I see.
Oh no, fact check that bass players because I don't know.
Yeah. E A D G.
We need to fact check this.
G B.
Ivan out here putting out bogus information.
Yeah, no, your E D. No, E A D G B E. Okay. So you have an E on the top and the bottom.
Okay.
So your high, your doom supposed to be on top. If you left.
Fact check it, everyone.
But fact check it and drop us a comment and you I know you know that.
No, I really don't. The actual strings. I mean, I do understand like people tune their guitar and bass different, but I know that I did know.
He knew that. You trying to
no man,
check
you.
to see. Let me see if he. Really I ain't gonna say nothing.
But you know what though? Also with music comes. Everyone does music and entertainment things of that nature. And so one of the biggest awards of prestige is the Grammys. Ivan happens to be a part of the Grammy.
Man, you
charter.
just slid right into that, didn't you?
Right?
I'm a member.
You're a member of the Grammy Chicago.
Chicago chapter.
Chicago
overall.
chapter. Overall, yeah. So
there's multiple chapters within the overall, and Chicago has one. Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's like a frat, basically.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: Is the chapters only in major cities? I'm just curious. I don't. I never knew that.
As far as I know.
Just the majors. Like here, Chicago, LA, of course.
Yeah.
Atlanta, maybe.
I think Atlanta. You can look it up. Go to Grammy. Go to Grammy.com. No.
Yeah. But I just never knew that. I never knew.
Yeah, you can look it up and find out what the chapters. So I don't know exactly, but I know like the major cities, Chicago, Atlanta, But a lot of people, like we have these events during the summer or whatever.
What, Chicago? Okay.
Yeah. They normally do it hooked up with DK's Department of Cultural Affairs.
Okay.
And a lot of those individuals come to Chicago.
Wow.
And I've met in the summer. I've met a lot of people. They're
gonna have it
where
this
you
summer.
From? I'm from. They normally do when the new class comes out. We'll see.
Right. I'm definitely trying to participate in being a part of that this summer.
We'll see. Well,
check it out.
We'll see.
Go down there and check it out.
People, it's an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I think there's a just see on social media a lot of the times around Grammy season, November maybe, like October, November voting starts or whatever. And I think there's a misunderstanding about, like people say vote for me. It's not like you voting for your mayor or your alderman, like you just go on the website and cast votes. From what I've been told, those are selected individuals that has the ability to vote, right?
Yes, but it's members of like myself.
Right.
These are vote members.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think people thinking that they can just.
No, you're part of the overall cumulative, all the chapters, and when the time comes up, October, whatever. Before that, everyone submits their project, and then it dwindles down. A million.
Oh, okay. So that's how that go. Okay, I didn't know.
It dwindles down to in categories, and then you find out who was nominated. So it dwindles down to that point, and then it's like, okay, now we need to find out who's going to be nominated.
Okay, then from there,
then you have X amount of people. X amount of people are nominated. Then the members. That's when you see a lot of we just started it, where they say, hey, vote for me. It used to be like internal, but now I guess a lot of people do promos or say, hey, vote for me. Like we get like the Billboard magazine.
Okay.
Like you'll see the ads. We get the ads for your Grammy consideration.
Okay.
They're really coming at the members. Saying, hey.
All right.
Vote for me, But a lot of music, you've heard a lot of their music, and if they're a good artist, they're a good artist. That's why now I noticed, like this year when we were at the Grammys, they say, based on the votes of 13,000 people.
Oh, so they start putting
stats and numbers. So to let people know that these individuals didn't become nominated just out the blue.
Out of blue, right?
Individuals within the organization. Voted these individuals in this category to win,
right,
or to be nominated.
Because I think,
and it came down to like these individuals voted for this one person that they got the most votes to say that
they're the one.
They were it.
Because I think that's such a misunderstanding with the Grammys and I can't believe that person won. I never heard of that person before.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, I mean it happens like that. I've been a member since 27. It's been a long time. I didn't really realize that. 2017, something like that.
Right.
There's a lot of artists I hadn't heard of.
Right.
But they were there and they were doing work, and a lot of times, they put in the work on the front end, and they just don't. And their people know how to, they submit them. And a lot of artists like you, I know, blah blah blah. I heard of them or whatever, and I know who they are.
And all of that is internal.
It's internal, yeah.
Yeah. And I think so. The Grammy situation is not something that is like you're going up to your local post office and voting, or you're going on the website and you're allowed to vote. These votes, to my understanding, these votes are happening internally inside of that fraternity, if you want to use that word.
Cumulatively.
Right.
The whole ball, everyone inside that ball.
So all these different chapters are voting. So that's the people in Chicago, the people in Atlanta.
Yeah, we all have. I'm not authorized to speak on how, officially how it goes.
Right.
But this is general information that I'm, sharing. So it's nothing like secret. Oh, he revealed the secrets. And you can go to Grammy.com and find out everything I just said. Just some people don't read about. They don't go take the time to read about it.
Right.
To see how
it was the process. Yeah, because I wasn't aware of the process until you started talking to me about it. I wasn't really aware of it. I think it's just a lot of misinformation that's put out on social media and different outlets about the Grammys and the voting process and how this person won and people want to. And it's like, bro, it's you guys are so misinformed, super misinformed. Because I be reading stuff like, no, that ain't how they go. Like you just can't, And I to be honest, I think some of the artists don't even understand the total process. Not all, but I think some of the artists don't even understand it. So I think what you're saying is a very, very, is great because it's giving people, like you said, you're not sharing a whole bunch. You're sharing what you can share, but some of it is public information.
Yeah, it's public information, and it's nothing, just like a lot of artists aren't members, but whoever, label they're under or whatever, they submit them, or there's certain powers and responsibilities that we have, and people get, they get submitted, and they're not a member, but they win or they get nominated, and that's how it happens. But I try to push people and push artists that I know to come across, to become a member, because it's like political,
for sure.
It's politics. Not being political, but it is like you're voting. It's a democracy. It's like you're voting. So if you don't vote, or say this person is who you think should have the trophy, should have the Grammy, or should be nominated, then in order to be, you have to be a part of the process. In order. So don't sit back and be like, man, that should have been me. Man, hey, my stuff sound better. Go to Grammys.com and read how you, as an artist,
can be a part of that process.
Become a part of the process.
But I mean, let's be honest, man. Most things that's happening in this earth, in this world, is politic based. Let's just be honest. The word politics, it's. I know you. You know me. You know. Oh, your ice melt. My ice is still cold. Yeah. So
I'm drinking what am I drinking? Club soda, Waterloo. It's not. we're not getting a check from it, but I like it.
Waterloo. I cannot stand that
sparkling water, man.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
But Waterloo, there's an opportunity.
You're so sad. But no, I think that's. I just think it's people don't know, and then you get this information is great. But I was saying it's politics and everything. It's like I know you know him, and he know him, and he gonna make sure that he's straight. That's that's how it go. I mean, you just gotta understand that, and that information you sharing, like you said, some of it is public. Public information. If you go and check it out, you can get it.
I'm not saying nothing out, that's not.
Yeah.
public knowledge.
Yeah.
You just have to. I'm just giving everybody the cliff notes.
Right.
You know, in college.
And that's
the
good.
Cliff note. Then a lot of people, all people from all walks of life. A lot of things, people won't take the time to read it and understand it. And, I took time and, ended up in circles with some individuals and took the time to
Help
find
you
out.
understand that.
And I understood it. And that's how I became a member.
That's
People
dope.
ask me that all the time, how did you become a member? And I tell them, I was in the circles with a lot of it. My background was radio.
Right.
So I knew a lot of artists. 90s artists that came up, a lot of artists, and from here as well, Chicago, and you network. I network with people and
made it work.
Yep.
Network and made it work.
Network and make it work. And don't sit back in the cut thinking but.
And I mean, and that goes to things that we talked about in regards to your the word brand is something that's getting thrown around a lot of people's branding of your brand. Yeah. But I mean, I think also with that is that understanding, if you trying to sell something, put something out there, whether if it's music, whether if it's you're an actor, clothes, hair, whatever your thing is how do you think your image,
right?
What does your image play in whatever you're selling or whatever you're advertising? How much you think image plays a part of what are you trying to sell to the general public?
Right. Yeah, I mean,
how much image you think play in that role?
What, in regards to your brand?
Yeah, in selling and things. Not just a music person, but just anything.
A lot. It's your image is your brand. Depending on what you do. You're an artist, or if you're selling widgets, you want people to get your widget. They're gonna buy your widget based off the fact that Just Right said get this widget. I'm gonna get me a widget, and that's it. I mean, but at the same token, you gotta have some validity to your character. And, people deal with you. They like, I like his music. You know what? He sell widgets too. I'm gonna get his widget. That's what. that's how it goes. And that's how you have. Now you have these user generated content videos. Like now, UGC they call them. People reach out. Hey, Jess, and I got this widget. I think you'd be a great person that could promote it. And we're gonna send you a widget, and we'll send you a widget every month, every time we update it. Or whatever, or it could be a monetary deal. Just that's how it works. And you get high-end people that have super duper followings, or of course, the streaming thing that's hot. Of course, you got Kai Cenat, which is dynamic kid. His followings are crazy, like 14 million or something on, Mr. Beast, I Show Speed, all these guys, and brands reach out to them because they have a market that is so huge that these brand companies don't even touch that on the regular regular TV. Right. Unless, that's like Super Bowl numbers, people that watch the Super Bowl, they got that every day. Every day. Dude,
right?
You got 14 million people
because you generating that.
Yeah.
So it's more or less one of the things I like to say is that people, and this kind of supports what you're saying, is that people actually are buying people. They're buying you before they buy what you're selling. Pretty much.
Well, no, I mean it's a capitalistic society. I'm not saying, come on, Ivan. I'm not saying like you're buying people. I can't be bought.
What I'm saying is people are buying into you as an individual.
Yes.
Like you mentioned these other streaming guys. People are buying into that personality, that character, that image, that
Right. But they didn't. But it didn't happen. Another guy, MKBHD. Another kid, African American. Anything electronic comes out, all the big electronic dudes, a new car, anything that comes out, he gets it. Here you go,
Right.
Marquise. Let us know what you think.
Right.
And he goes over it. He does his videos on it. He gets, man, it's crazy. I've watched his videos. They're very good. He's been doing it since he was like 14. Right. I remember when now he's like 28, 29. So right. It didn't happen overnight, but he was just so deeply into it. And he explained, you know, the technical aspect of whatever he's, because that's his jam.
Right. But the as what I was talking about or asking you earlier, the image, what people see, what people, your character, your personality or whatever.
Yeah. It has to exude something.
Right, that's what I'm kind of getting to, like that. Like, and I think that's where the disconnect is. It's like, you can be talented, you can be an amazing, one of the things I've seen of late is, speaking of talent and then acting, is Denzel. We know Denzel is an amazing actor, you know what I mean? It's like, hands down. But as of recent, maybe in the last 2-3 years, we've been seeing a lot of like videos of him talking to people, and videos of him having conversations. Just as great as an actor, he's even a greater person. What exudes from him as a person draws people in even more. Like, yo, I just want to watch a Denzel movie because this dude just seems to be a great guy. And I think that's what I was like, you know, one of the things that's what I'm talking to you about, is that how important the person, that part that plays into your brand, that, like how much that part plays so that people want to buy into Ivan. Man, Ivan, that dude is funny.
Yeah.
Man, Ivan is a cool dude. Beyond the fact that you do amazing work, acting, video production, outside of that, that's that. But it's that other piece that you can connect with people. You a nice guy. Like, you know, one of the sayings people say, "You like a guy I'll go have a beer with." You know what I mean?
Right. But she looks like the girl next door.
Yeah, that energy.
Well, that's where everything is going.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to be, you know, the chiseled chin. You know, they don't look for that. Brands don't look for that anymore. And that's, this is a whole different. Now we're in a different conversation, but the music and the acting, they kind of go hand in hand. So it's a good segue. But yeah, that's where they're going now.